What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing very, very well. So you all knew this was coming. How could I not? Today, I'm going to be reviewing the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette. It is the Jaclyn Hill palette, volume 2. I don't know why I just did that. So I did a little order on Morphe the other day. Evidently, I picked up this palette and I also picked up the Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics highlighters. So a video on that will be coming very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, I had to pick this up, really, didn't I? Reviewed the first one, loved it. So it's about time I got the second one as well. So this is what it looks like. Very nice kind of standard packaging. There she is on the back looking sexy. So obviously I've seen the palette. It's pretty hard to miss on social media, but I haven't fully looked at it. I just know there's a lot of warm tones, purples, pinks and oranges. Oh yes. Oh, yes. Okay, so we've got some neutrals, got a whole load of neutrals, which we love. But then the bit of the palette that excites me is this section here, the purpley pinky bits with the yellow. And then this shade excites me as well, Dance Party. Okay, I think we're looking at a purpley pink kind of eye look today. Think it's got to be done. So if you guys want to see me create a little summer on my eyeballs today, and if you want to hear more about my thoughts on the new Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette, please stay tuned. Okay, so as you can see, my eyebrows are having a little bit of a moment right now. I am fully embracing the werewolf brow trend. So they're looking a little bit crazy right now, but I feel like by the time I've got all my makeup on, hopefully they'll look a bit more normal. So yeah, disclaimer, I know my eyebrows are mental. All right, so for my eye base today, I'm going to be using the P. Louise base. I'm just going to do one eye at a time. Realistically, I think I'm probably going to do a little bit of a TikTok for this eye look. And when I do it off camera and stuff, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm very talkative today. Steph, you need to shut up. Okay, so first of all, I'm just going to go in with the P. Louise base. I'm just going to take some of that on a little brush here and just whack that all over my eyeball. All right, let's do this. Oh my God, what shall I do? This color here is fully throwing me off in a good way. I really want to just put it all over my face, to be honest. I feel like we should maybe start with some swatches of maybe colors that I'm not really going to be using on my eyes. So let's take, oh, I don't know. Let's take this shade here. That looks quite nice. Let's go in with Homebody. So some mattes. That looks really good. We have Heart On, which is this kind of red shade, which also looks very nice. I'm not usually into red eyeshadows, but I'm actually kind of feeling that. And then I'm not sure I'll use the black today, but let's just give the black a little go. Ooh, okay, these look good. I'm just going to swatch those here. Ooh, that actually looks really pretty. Okay, this one here. Nice. This one here, very nice. And then the black here. These guys just the freaking gift that keeps on freaking gift that keeps on giving. Okay, let's do this. I'm excited. Right, so I'm just going to go ahead and take Not My Journey, which is this bright purple down here. So I'm going to load my brush up with that. Make sure that's all patted out, just so there's no creases or anything. And then tap the brush, and I'm just going to whack it right in my crease there. I'm really actually feeling a purple eye look today. I really am. Oh, hello there. Ooh, yeah, okay. This is exactly the kind of colour that I wanted. So I'm just going to keep on swirling that in my crease. You know what? I might even do a bit of a halo eye. I never do them because I'm not very good at them. But I might actually do it. I feel like I need to kind of branch out a little bit more with eye looks at the moment. I've gotten boring. I used to do crazy eye looks all the time, and now I'm boring. So I'm actually going to try and make an effort for once in my life, she says while she's still in her sweatpants. So that's definitely pigmented. That's definitely pigmented. I mean, we can see that. We can see there's no real creasing or anything like that. It's just done what it needs to do. So I'm just going to carry on lightly blending that around here. I'm then just going to take a really random fluffy brush, and I'm actually going to go in with this shade here called Therapy Sesh. Relatable. And yeah, I'm just going to take some of that on my fluffy brush. That has a ton of kickback, actually. I'll just show you guys in the macro. You might be able to see that there. There is a lot of kickback. So again, I'm just going to tap off my brush there, and I'm basically going to feather that just over the edges here and just really start to blend that out. I've got the biggest migraine today. So if I seem a little bit off, it's because these lights are currently making me want to puke a little bit. Right now, all I want to be doing is just sitting in a dark room and sleeping. But we must prevail. Okay, we've got a nice little blend situation going on here. So far, so good. So far, very good, actually. But that's doing all I needed to do. Okay, oh, it's been a while. I'm a bit nervous. I feel like I don't know how to do makeup anymore. Not that I was ever even that very good, but I don't know. I then think I'm actually going to take a tiny little bit, just using the same brush that I was using before for therapy session. I'm going to take a little bit of Certified here. It's basically like just a nudie, almost white kind of shade. And I'm just going to blend that just over the top of the edges there, just to help blend that out even more. So just kind of soften that a touch. Do you know what I kind of want to do? I really kind of want to put that yellow shade on my inner corner in a bit. I want to do it. So now I'm going to go back in with a tiny little bit more of my P. Louise base. Just get that on my brush. And I'm basically just going to plop some of that on my lid. Do a couple of weird looks around. Just so I can kind of see where I want to put that in a minute. And I'm just going to tap that brush just along that line here. Get a nice sharp line. So just kind of just blend all of that across. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I don't think we're going to get much better, so that'll do. So far, so good. Right, now I need to figure out some kind of colour to put on this little halo. First of all, I'm going to go back in with a bit more of Therapy Sesh, because I do just want to kind of build that bit up here just a touch. So I'm just going to kind of bring that little halo in a touch more. And then go back in with a little bit more of Not My Journey, which was that first shade that I used in my crease, just to help blend that in. Ooh, I just saw this shade here called I'm In It. It looks like a kind of duochrome situation. Ooh, okay. I might even put that over like what I've done here. Seriously, like I never have any plans when I do these videos. I really should. I basically just want to make sure that there's enough product like on my lid right here for that iridescent bit to stick to, because I did do it quite sheer there. So yeah, I'm now going to take I'm In It, which is this second shade here. So I'm going to pick up a fair amount of that because I do want the iridescence to like show through quite a lot. Okay, and I'm just going to pat that on the center of my lid there. Let me try a wet brush. I mean, I was expecting a little bit more, not going to lie. I will kind of finish what I've started here though, but like, it's not really doing what I was hoping it would do. Let's try the old finger method. Let's see how this works instead. Yeah, not really a fan of that. Kind of thought it would do a bit more. Like, it just looks a bit crumbly, to be honest. Well, now what do? Kind of have to commit to that, really, don't I? Let me just try and do a little something here. Oh, that actually looks really kind of crusty. Not loving you, I gotta say. I'm much more into the brights. Yeah, that one's a bit of a no from me. I'm trying to like blend it out just a touch with my finger, but it doesn't really want to have any of it. Yeah, that's really not done what I was kind of hoping it would do, to be honest. Just trying to blend that little halo in a bit better. What if I try a different colour? Maybe I'll try like one of these shimmers. I wasn't going to use these, but maybe I will. What about like Ride or Diamonds? The shimmers look quite sheer, like they look lovely, but I don't know, I was kind of expecting a bit more of like a babam. Let me like try this one here. So that one's a bit more intense, but they are weird. Yeah, I'm going to take some Ride or Diamonds and just see if we can make a little bit of what did I just say? What were the words that just came out of my mouth? I don't even know what I was going to say. Just, yeah. I'm just doing whatever I'm doing. I mean, right now, the way I'm looking at it, the shimmers are better in the other one. In the other Jaclyn palette. You know what? I am determined to make this little colour work here. Yeah, that shade there, whatever it's called, I'm In It. The one that I've been trying to use just does not want to do anything. I feel like it is just more of a topper, I guess, than like an actual shade in its own. Maybe I'll try something a little bit different. Maybe I'll try and turn it into a bit of like, I don't know, like a sunset eye or something. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to take this shade here, the one called Tipsy Girl. So I'm just going to take that on a fluffy brush. Not going to take too much there. And I'm actually going to try and layer that up a bit here. I'm not going to be mad at it if it doesn't layer up, because I am getting to the point where my base is getting a little bit more dry, but I still want to give it a go. Okay, that colour's pretty nice. That colour's pretty nice. Ugh. For some reason, doing this is actually helping my migraine right now. I'm just going to keep on doing this. If any of you guys suffer from headaches, I swear, like, the feeling of putting your brush through your crease is just, like, the nicest thing. Let's just see what we can do here. I am loving that colour. I might even take a little bit of Lolly Mama, which is slightly more muted than the one I just took. I'm just going to take it on the same brush, just to kind of help blend that into the purple there. And you know what? I'm going to go in with, do I want My Man or do I want Feeling Myself? Ollie, do I want My Man or Feeling Myself?
You want what?
My Man or Feeling Myself?
Feeling yourself.
Okay, so we want feeling yourself. So we're going with this one. And I'm just going to sack off that bit that I did there, that I tried so hard to make it do something. I'm just going to sack that off, and I'm going to go over the top with feeling myself. Sometimes you just got to trust the process. Sometimes the process will fail you, and then you just have to ignore the process and just do whatever the hell you want to do anyway. Life advice from Steph. Probably wouldn't take it, but... Alright, that's a bit more like it. We've actually got a little bit of colour up in here. She says when she had like a freaking purple this whole time. So now I'm going to go back in with a bit more Tipsy Girl, because I feel like I can blend that in a bit easier now. Okay, so I'm going to start again. It's not really like a problem with the palette, like it kind of is, because this shade did throw me off a bit. But I'm basically going to recreate whatever it is I'm doing on my eye right now and just kind of start with like a fresh base, just so I'm not like piling loads and loads of products on top of each other. So yeah, be right back. I'm just going to go ahead and sort out a few little technical difficulties here. Yeah, see you in a sec. Okay, wow, that was a ball ache. This palette stains, just a heads up, doesn't bother me. Like, now I know that's absolutely fine, but just so you know, it does stain. Okay, so we're kind of at the point that I was at earlier. This did go on a lot easier. I'm not gonna lie, the bright pink is a little bit chalky. It's like, it doesn't really want to stick to anything. Oh, why didn't I just do like a standard purple smoky eye? Why did I have to try and be a bit different? So this is how I'm looking right now. I kind of want to put the yellow right on my inner, on my inner lid, but I don't know how this is gonna work. Let me just take the tiniest amount. I'm literally going to take some on a teeny tiny little liner brush. Literally like very small. And yeah, I really don't know how this is going to work. But I just want to see basically how bright it is. Because if it's not that bright, that's fine. I can like just dust it away. Okay, let's try this brush. Just trying to like lighten the center just the teeniest, tiniest bit. And then just add a little bit more of that pink to the outer corner there. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm not sold on this palette. I feel like it'll work, like it works fine for blending and for doing like smoky eyes and shit, which is, I mean, let's face it, that's like what I do mostly anyway. So like, it's a decent enough palette to actually use for like realistic eye looks. I don't know, it's just not really like wowing me like the original one did. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it as how it was. I'm basically just gonna kind of blend that orange out into the pink just a touch. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that, I think, for a minute. Now I'm very confused. Oh my god, so much fallout. Okay, so now I'm gonna jump off camera again. I feel like I just haven't even been like here for this video. I'm sorry about that. I'm now gonna jump off camera again and just do my base and everything like that. And then we'll come back to this guy here and finish everything off. Okay, so I've done the majority of the rest of my face very badly, but I'm over it at this point. So now I'm gonna take this shade here, or am I? No, I'm not. I'm gonna take Not My Journey. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna run that on my lower lash line there. I'm actually gonna take a smaller brush there. And obviously I'm not like fully blending anything out just yet. Don't worry, I haven't completely lost it. I've lost like 70% of it, but I haven't lost all of it. This purple I like a lot. This dark purple, it's got a shit ton of fallout, but I love the color. Even Ollie came in earlier and he was like, looks a little bit powdery. Like the colors are really intense, but it just looks a bit powdery. And I'm like, right? Like, I know. Okay, so that's the lower lash line for the minute. I'm now going to try and blend that out. So I'm just going to take a clean-ish brush and basically just start to further out the edges there. And then I'll go back in with that original fluffy brush that I was using just to basically blend everything in again. Okay. I might even take my contacts out in a minute because I feel like it'll work really well with my brown eyes. I'll wait until the end just to see, but yeah, I might take my contacts out actually. Okay, so now I am determined to make this freaking thing work. The shade I'm in it, I want this to work so badly for my inner corner. I'm going to try it again. I might regret it, but if I do, then I'll just chuck loads of highlighter on top. But yeah, slightly wet my brush, and I really want to place that right on the inner corner. Oh, come on. Yes. Nearly. It's like it just needs a bit more, I don't know, like a bit more something in it. There's like not enough shimmer to it. It's like, yeah, it almost looks a little bit matte, to be honest. You know what? I'm actually just going to take a little bit of my Ofra highlighter, who is definitely on his last legs, and I'm going to add some intensity to it with that. So that's so much better. And then I'll go back in with that colour just to kind of give it a bit more of a pinky tinge. I mean, yeah, it's mostly the Ofra kind of doing all the work here. This little shimmery shade here, though, just does not seem to want to do anything. So I'm just going to quickly go ahead and blend all of that back in again. Just like that and just get rid of any little bit of fallout there. Okay, so I think we're kind of there. I'm now going to add some mascara and some lashes. Do I want to add anything else? Because, like, I brought out glitter and stuff. And, like, I mean, to be fair, I feel like this Lottie London glitter would look great over the top. But I feel like I've just faffed around enough with it, to be honest. It's definitely looking a lot better now that my base is all done and everything. I do like it a lot more. I am just struggling with it a little bit though. Like, I know it's a decent palette. I know it's like, obviously the colours, you can see the colours are so intense. But it's almost just like, I don't know, it's almost like it's not blending as nicely as I would like it to. If I was doing like a smoky eye and if I was maybe using, I don't know, if I was going from like this shade to this shade to this shade, yeah, I'm sure it would blend absolutely fine. But it's just like I was saying to Ollie, because he was saying like, is it really that bad? And I'm like, no, it's not that bad at all. It's not a bad palette. But I try everything from like regular Morphe palettes to like freaking Asda palettes to, I don't know, like 60 quid palettes. And usually I can just like figure palettes out and figure out how they work. This one I am just struggling with a little bit. Like, the colors are insane. The way it blends, like, just colours on their own, insane. It was just so awkward to blend the pink and orange into the purple, so just, like, basically create a standard sunset eye. See, I'm honestly just a bit confused, to be honest. It's so hard because obviously, like, I'm only trying it out once and I've gone and done, like, whatever the hell this is. I know that this will work perfectly well if I am just doing, like, a smoky eye and not really doing any kind of cut crease or anything like that. It's just when it comes to this kind of eye look, I'm not sure this is the palette I would choose for this, but the colours are very nice. Oh, I've been brought a cookie. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm just going to chuck some mascara and lashes on, maybe stalk my hair a little bit. I haven't even brushed it yet today, so that's probably a start. And then I will show you guys the finished look. All right, guys, so this is a finished look. I will also do a little cutaway of me with my brown eyes just so you guys can see what it would look like with that. I actually don't mind how it looks now. Like, I love this purple color so much. I'm actually really excited to play with that palette a little bit more because I feel like it can do so much more than what I kind of got from it today. Like, I feel like that palette is gonna be really good for just like my colorful smoky eyes. Could it have gone better? Yeah, I think it was just kind of like this little bit here. Like, I'm not loving the blends. There isn't really much blend going on here right now. Like, I mean, I'm not going out, but if I was, I would probably just go ahead and cover it in something like this. So yeah, I love the colors. I'm just really not feeling how it kind of looks on my lids. I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, it's a Morphe palette, and I have nothing against Morphe palettes. I think Morphe palettes are good, but are they gonna be the most amazing quality eyeshadow palettes you've ever experienced in your entire life? Probably not. So was I expecting more? Yes, like when I compare it to the other Jaclyn Hill palette, I do prefer the other one a lot more. The downsides to this, I would say, is the fact that there is a lot of fallout. I don't like doing my eyes first, it kind of throws me off. But if you are doing anything with the pressed pigments, then I would probably suggest doing your eyes first, which for me, having to do that is a little bit of a negative. The color payoff is insane. Like, even though I'm not really the biggest fan of this like orangey shade, the color is insane. This color here, I wish it had that like, I don't know, I wish it just had that bit of oomph to it because it could have been so nice. It's a bit of a shame that I had to like pack it on with my Ofra highlighter on my inner corner. Oh God, I feel so bad saying it, but I feel like this is just like, just a bit slightly above average. I mean, if this is like your color palette, if these are the only colors you're ever gonna use, then yeah, it is worth the money. For me, I'm gonna give this a pass, to be honest. I don't even dislike it though, that's the problem. I just think 40 quid, for me personally, like I was saying, I mean, I've got all of these shades, but I've got a lot of these shades. These are the ones that excite me. Are these worth 40 quid? I mean, if she could just launch one of the smaller palettes with like these 8 shades here, that'd be cool. But yeah, I can't say, for me personally, I can't say I would buy this again for the money. I'm sorry. So guys, that is it for today's video. As always, please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Would you guys buy this palette? Have you bought this palette? Have you tried it? Let's talk in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, as always, please do give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you do want to see more of me because I upload all the damn time. But apart from that, that is it from me. I love you guys and I will see you in the next one. Bye.